Already said squirrel? Okay. Hi, Flosstube.
Greetings.
I'm Laura.
I'm Joe.
Welcome to the Slovak Farm.
This is where we grow cross stitch.
Today is Monday, April the 12th. Yeah, I didn't think about it for a minute.
That explains the smoke.
How was everybody's week? Ours was interesting. We retreated Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
We advanced in the opposite direction.
Kind of felt that way with our vet center. Overall, I think it was well. Nobody complained.
All of our guests had a really good time. On the back end, it was like pulling teeth out of a really hungry tiger while wearing a meat suit.
I felt like I was pulling teeth on a pterodactyl. No, I believe my comment over the weekend was it was like pulling teeth on a velociraptor.
Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah, that just sounds like fun. So worried about the teeth. Here comes the clock.
Overall, the retreat was great. We had lots of fun. I have a pile of stuff to share with you, and because I got birthday goodies too.
Like on her head.
I know you can't really see it because it's dark brown.
Take a good picture with your phone and put it at the end of the video or something.
That looks funny.
You look like Harley Quinn.
I dyed my hair purple. I did a subtle purple so that it wasn't like in your face.
In your face!
But it was wonderful with our peoples trying to be the event manager with an event center that was not cooperative and sucked donkey behind. I didn't put it so nicely to my friends, but it was an adventure. But all in all, I think we had a good time.
If I wasn't having such a good time, I don't think I would have kept my trap shut as well.
Well, I made sure to leave a review on Facebook, and I will leave a Google review regarding my thoughts and opinions on it. And I know that we had said we would announce next year's retreat after this year's retreat was finished, but that has been delayed by the fact that I need to find a new place to host it.
We're announcing that we have to alter plans a little, which is going to involve a lot of phone calls.
Going to involve some phone calls. I'm working on it, people. I'm working on it. Why don't you shout out all our commenters who left me birthday wishes? Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. It worked.
You got a lot of comments on last week's video.
Yeah. Birthdays usually get that.
Birthday wishes. Go ahead.
Okay. Mad Morty.
Morty. She's one of my vampires.
Pauline, Glenna, go Hogs. Okay, then. Angie.
Linda.
That's Linda.
Linda. That looks like Linda. I'm going to say it's Linda. If I am pronouncing it, I ain't even going to try your last name.
It might be Yinda. Or I-N-D-A. So I think it's I-Y. So maybe Yinda.
I could be wrong. Is it I?
I am so sorry we are mispronouncing your name.
I apologize if I am mispronouncing
I fail English, let alone other languages.
It looks like Linda.
Who's your apple? Andrie Noah. So Andrie. There's no way.
Okay.
Bridget.
A lot.
Juanita. Having spoke with her in person, I can remember her name. Lynn. And fair warning, I stink at unusual names, and the good Lord has a sense of humor when it comes to names. I have like one of the easiest names to remember out there, and I stink at remembering or pronouncing other people's names.
All right.
Squirrel-o-vision.
Squirrel-o-vision. Let's move on to whips then. Whips. Whips.
Okay, I have my Hyrule Zelda Light World map. It is on Handai by the Slovak Farm, 18 count, Cleveland Crud. I got like this bit right here.
Let's show the people what it looks like, because most people probably don't. A lot of people probably don't know.
I completely forgot to do that. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All right, so, and that's it for whips.
That's it for whips, people, for him. Okay. Unsolved Mysteries last week in Daily 30. It was a 400 stitch count week. Okay. So, we had to I had to stitch on something that I can relate to a story about my hometown or an intriguing mystery. I related this farm to a story about my hometown farm, the farm that I grew up on, that involves a tractor. Okay.
Which one?
So, once upon a time. Okay, so this story takes place when I was like 16, which was in 1999. So, Dad's outside working on the tractor. Mom's outside tending to the garden. I am a 16-year-old. My butt's in the house. I was in the house for some reason. I don't remember why, actually. But, I'm sitting in the house. Mom comes hauling butt into the house, screaming about calling the fire department, and I'm like, WTF. Then she was hauling back out the house. I'm like, what is going on right now? So, of course, I get up. We did have a cordless phone, but no cell phones at that point. I'm like, so we had a cordless phone, so I'm grabbing the cordless phone, running into the back of the house to look out the windows to see what is going on, and I see a fireball driving out of our barn. Dad had sparked the tractor on fire, and then Dad proceeded to get on the tractor and drive the tractor on fire out of the barn.
She's not kidding.
I'm not kidding. If I had a cell phone, there'd be video evidence. Or at least photographic evidence. So I'm dialing 911 as I'm watching this. And fun fact, if you've never called 911, they do not ask you what is your emergency. They ask you if you need the police, the ambulance, or the fire department. I very politely told the lady I needed the fire department. And she said, what was the nature of my need? And I said that there was a tractor on fire. And she goes, I'm sorry, what? I said, there is a tractor on fire. She's like, okay, well, please advise everybody to stay away from the tractor. Okay, lady. Can't quite say it like that, but I was like, okay. Hung up the phone with 911 now. Small town. Fire department is 95% volunteer. So 3 of the firefighters at that point in time lived within a mile of my house. Lived within a half a mile of my house. Probably within a quarter mile of my house. They were very close. So they pulled in, these 3 guys pulled in and took fire extinguishers out of their trucks and put the tractor out. Before the fire truck got there, and the fire truck, the guys got off the truck and were looking around like, okay, now what? Because y'all took care of the fire. So that's my story. Then went with my scenic farm choice for my hometown story.
And you know it's true because who can make that up?
I can't make this crap up. It was the second fire on the farm that summer. Also, the second time that 911 had to be called on the farm that summer. But there were 3 separate incidents. The first fire, we did not call 911. The second 911 incident was a car accident in front of the house. All right, so I did 225 stitches on this because after 5 hours, I was done doing backstitch on this thing. But I have all of the black backstitch complete on this, I think.
You see?
With the exception of this tree here that's only half a tree. Yes, all of the black is backstitch.
On that half of it.
Yes. I did not finish that half of it. Everything else is the black is backstitched. So we are getting there. We are getting there. I will remember to backstitch as I go on the second half of that. Because holy cannoli.
And what makes the cannoli holy?
They made it in a church? I don't know. Okay.
Because you stabbed it with a needle!
No, there's that.
Yes, I'm weird.
260 stitches, even, to honor 260 solved mysteries done by Unsolved Mysteries. I also use this as...
Isn't that an oxymoron?
Yes. I also use this as one of the monthlies because something with words on it can be used to make a book or a journal for the basket collection for the monthly. So I have at least one monthly done. Because I started this for my birthday. I started Hands-On Designs, my citrus heart, for my birthday. And I wanted to stitch on it all day. So this is on a piece of... I screwed it up by hand-dyed by the Slovak farm.
May I ask a question?
What?
How did you screw that up?
This is the Lake Day Sky that I don't really know what's going on with the color. I need to mix up a new bottle and try again because the original, it was much brighter blue. I don't know. Anyways, so that was 201 stitches for a book or journal and 260 stitches for the mystery week. And that's my start. There is some green over here. It's hard to see with the lighting. This is a piece of 28 count even weave. I am going to do... This is how I treat my fabric for myself. I am going to do, obviously I'm doing the box topper, I'm going to do the pin cushion and the scissor fob, not the wax keeper thingy because I don't use thread wax. I've learned. I just don't. And then the torment started. In addition to running around Wednesday trying to get everything for the retreat together, I started my stitches for something with a bell on it. This pattern is going to be the death of me.
If it wasn't a gift, I'd say to burn it.
Legitimately, if this wasn't a gift, I probably would be UFOing this sucker. I ain't even gonna lie.
And the problem isn't that the pattern is bad. It's they should have certain sections of it need a blowout to the side that's much bigger because it is really hard to see.
The pattern could be better. This is stitched on a piece of 28 count, hand-dyed by the Slovak farm in the colorway Black Ice. I did 410 and a half stitches on her, and it took me 3 days. Now, Thursday, I switched to something else because I was just tired of fighting the sucker.
The entire table was like, please.
I was just tired of fighting.
The entire table was like, please.
So,
Come in line.
I don't know where y'all. Anyways, so there it is. I don't know. We're working on it. Roses were a pain in my butt. The rest was an even bigger pain in my butt. Oh no, the person next door to us got into an accident this afternoon, apparently, because her car is driving by on a flatbed wrecker with the front end damaged.
I see her windshield wiper reservoir.
I'm sorry, that was 110% squirrel, but
What the heck are you supposed to do?
there's windows back here. There's windows behind the computer. And it was like, whoa, that wasn't what I expected.
Plus, the front end of the car. Yeah, I'm actually worried that I'm going to be peeking for a little while, so I want to make sure when they drop that thing off, they don't damage my house or my garage. They are right next. Luckily, we actually don't have anything. I'm actually worried about the tow truck driver hitting a light pole and having that crash.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, the house over there, which is technically behind us, has no driveway, no yard, and it's a duplex. Anyways.
No, the front yard is the driveway.
Yeah, the front yard is the driveway. So I had to stitch on something that was half done. More than half done. This is what I pulled out. Was the Hut by Pana. This on piece of 14 count Ada. This was 431 stitches. As you can see, I'm down to just the sky. I don't know what I did. I think I talked about this. Last time I stitched on this. This is like one stitch too far out.
Did not help.
That didn't. No, turn it off because it was better off.
Okay.
I am one stitch too far out on this side. I don't know what I did. I don't know how I mucked it up.
It looks pretty shut it.
Because it's grass and bushes and flowers and stuff. I just am rolling with it. I came up here and did the darkest blue to get this corner done, and I'm just going to work my way out. And I'm going to make it work from there. So this was 431 stitches. We're getting there. We're almost done with that. I forgot to put the thread back in Bell.
That would be an argument here shortly.
I'd be like, what the?
No, because you won't be touching Bell for another week or two.
Well, it was right there, so I would have seen it. Okay. So then I had to stitch on something that I was inspired to start after seeing it on a screen. Of course I did. Lady of the Flag. I have not done my 400 stitches for the zombie run on Shores of Hawthorne Hollow, but on Friday when I was sitting up at the retreat, no, it was Saturday up at the retreat, I went to take Shores of Hawthorne Hollow out and realized I forgot the pattern of the new square that I had started, or that I needed to start. So I started zombie run stitches on Lady of the Flag. I didn't get very much done. I didn't get hardly anything done on it for screen Friday night because dinner was an hour and a half adventure at the restaurant attached to the event center. Yeah, it was a 2-hour adventure. And it started at 6:15 and we were supposed to be out of the room at 8 o'clock. My Friday night did not go well.
Let me put it to you as simply as I can. They messed up macaroni and cheese badly.
So I worked on this on Saturday, and then I was starting zombie run stitches for it on Saturday. I started the zombie run stitches. I did not stitch very much yesterday on Sunday. I actually did not total up my stitches for this week because my brain is just not with it. I have put zombie run stitches on it today. I'm not complete with the zombie run set, so I'm not quite at the 400 for the zombie run, but I did get the 415 done for the screen. So this is on a piece of hand dyed by the Slovak Farm in the colorway For Your Thoughts. I worked mostly down here in the bottom of the dress. As you can see, I put some Kreinik, and these little hollow spots are flowers that come off of her banner. They're on both sides of her and off the bottom. They're charted in gold metallic on the pattern. It just wouldn't look right with the green in my opinion. couldn't find a green that would look good with it, on my opinion. So I'm actually going with a blue to match the banner. My friend Bridget and I already picked out the color, or the metallic. I picked it out. She just told me it looked good. So that's been my stitching for the week. Like I said, I'm sorry I don't have stitch totals because I just didn't get that. Do we have any finishes this week, darling?
Yeah, I kind of feel bad because I got a lot more stitching in than you did, I think. And I thought we were stitching the same amount of time.
Well, I was running around passing out. Okay, so Thursday I was passing out gifts for the retreat. Friday we were opening up our gift basket for the retreat. And Saturday I was running around passing out gifts for the retreat. And making sure everybody was happy and stressing because I was very unhappy with the event center. So I wanted to make sure that everybody was happy because I wanted to make sure my retreat went well.
It went great on the front and on the back end. It was terrible.
On my end, it was terrible.
This is the Witchy Stitcher. Killing it. It's done. It is on just some white Ada that came with it. Because it's a kit.
And it's literally 3 colors. Black, white, and I don't even know what number of gray this is.
I don't remember either. I think 415?
Something like
4
that.
and a 5 and some number in the middle.
Alright, so I apologize in advance. Probably 415 then. Because haul is going to be a bit lengthy. But
not sorry.
Birthday goodies, retreat stuff. Let's switch to haul.
Yeah.
Haul. Y'all.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start with the birthday goodies. Shall we? My wonderful friend Victoria kitted up and gave me this Jardin Privé kit, or this Jardin Privé pattern. She got me linen, so I guess I'm gonna be stitching on linen. Hopefully I don't cuss it out. The flosses, the pattern, the linen, and tea. Looks really good. And then she got me Carolina linen. There's a story behind this. There's a joke behind this. And I love it. I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay. Retreat goodies. So we had 2 wonderful ladies at the retreat who were our needlepoint. I guess this is called needlepoint designers. They brought everybody a kit with the small square of Congress cloth for the pattern and the floss. For this, that was from the wonderful Patricia Hartman, and these are local to me ladies. So I'm going to be talking to them about next year possibly, or maybe not next year because now I have to find a new venue. I'd like to get the venue settled before I start worrying about offering classes.
I do believe that was my rule, wasn't it?
That was Joe's suggestion, and I agree with him. And then Mary Knapp gave us this lovely little kit with the cloth and the thread. I'm very excited to start those because I've never done a needlepoint like this before. So very excited to give those.
We need to do those at the same time. Misery loves company.
Yes. Well. And then Juanita actually passed the stash to me. I am not a sampler girl. Y'all, I am not a sampler girl. She gave me Hands Pressed to See, Hannah Coates, 1848. I'm not a sampler girl, but I'm going to stitch that. I will say that Hands Across the Sea has kind of changed my opinion on samplers. When I first started stitching, y'all know what samplers was like in the late 90s. In the 90s, they were not these gorgeous reproductions. These, I could stitch these. I kind of like samplers now. And then she gave me Kathy Barrick's Esther. It's got a white cow on it. I just realized it's a white cow. I love this. I love the colors in it. I think it's just awesome. Okay. We both got, Joe and I both got the needlepoint kits. And then 3 of us did the ornament exchange for the retreat. Joe was not it. It was me, Mary, and Linda. And I got Mary's ornament, which is lovely. Needlepoint. Mary and Patricia are needlepointers. They're not, I think they both used to cross stitch, but they're now needlepointers, pretty much exclusive needlepointers. I hope they come next year. They want to. They're very local to us. They live like half an hour from us. Maybe 45 minutes. This is an absolutely gorgeous ornament, and I am going to stick it in our ornament box and probably put it on my tree next year. My tree didn't get ornaments this year. Okay. Goodies that I passed out at the retreat. I passed out some goodies at the retreat. Everybody got, you know, a little folder with welcome, a lanyard, a notebook, which I didn't pull a notebook out of the package for myself because y'all know I don't need another notebook. Highlighters, something else I don't need another one of, so they're just gonna stay in the box for next year. Because those are kind of like a perennial favorite to be passed out, I think. You know, I got these lovely little yogurt jars from Amazon that I passed out for Ort jars. It does have a lid, which I think is kind of cool. Passed out needle minders. There were 5 different styles. One had a anchor. One said Bon Voyage. I don't remember what all they said. This one says building better boats. I was holding it upside down. And then I took some buttons and some of the flat threaders and decorated the flat threaders with buttons. There's 2 buttons on each side. So you have a pretty threader and it's button and it's decorated so you can find it, because Lord knows losing these is.
I pull these things out of so many random places that I'm not even going to go into it. I found these in the basement. She doesn't stitch in the basement.
Nope. The cat plays with them. To be fair.
The cat took to play with it all the way down in the basement. And it wasn't by the steps. It was in the middle of the basement.
Okay. Then or maybe it fell off of me because I went to the laundry. I'm going to go with the cat probably. Down there. All right. We both participated in the gift exchange. I got Joe's basket. Joe's basket was from, was it Pat?
Yeah.
I think Pat.
Patricia.
Patricia was the one who. So there was a Patty and a Patricia. So Patricia, I think, did Joe's basket. Do you remember what all of yours
No.
were? Right. I remember Joe's because, well, we helped package them. So I got Jolly Ranchers because his first name is Jay.
My first name is Joe, not Jay. That's your
Jay.
brother.
I got Ribbon because his last name starts with an R. Purple is a ornament cut of hand dyed by the Slovak Farm fabric, as is gray. Something about where Joe is from, because East Coast lighthouse.
New Jersey has some beautiful lighthouses. Like there's one on the end in Cape May. It's on the bottom of that point. That's actually those colors last time I checked. They might have changed in the last 20 years.
No, I think it's still red and white.
And it is huge because it's like, hey, this needs to be on your right or you have a problem.
Lake. That little guy. A skein of your favorite floss. Was his 115. He loves this stuff. I like that one too.
After searching it with dragons, I love it. I'm going to take a break from it, but trust me, I got plenty of skeins and something's going to be used with it.
Fat quarter finishing fabric.
That was my favorite color.
No, that was fat quarter finishing fabric.
Oh, okay.
This was your favorite color, which is Wedwood Blue.
I have two favorite colors.
Ornament cut from the Slovak Farm. And then something to represent your last vacation. There's a 3-pack. It was a 3-pack of bandanas. I know what I can do with these.
It's you. There's a million things you can do with those.
That's also true. Alright. Joe does not remember what the what's was what's.
Yeah, basically. So I'm just going to go through them. I'll start with the easy stuff. There's this beautiful necklace.
I'm slightly jealous of that necklace. Guess I'm not slightly jealous of that necklace anymore.
Easy problem. A little picture frame. This little fleece thread little thingy that has a couple needles in it.
It's a needle book.
A rather pretty, no, you're not having this one.
Needle minder.
Needle minder. There we go. That's just beautiful. This was her favorite floss. It's Blue Lagoon by Water Lilies by Karen.
Carolina Lilies. Pet the pretty floss. Pet the pretty floss. Pet the silk floss.
I actually own silks now. I actually think this is the first thing of silks I've ever gotten. Because I've been avoiding them.
Move your hand. You can't see it.
I was blocking the front window. There we go.
There we go.
Beautiful hummingbird. This is getting hung up somewhere in the house.
Stained glass hummingbird.
This little fabric, which I have no idea what I'm going to do with. And this pattern of a really long
It's a snowman.
Is it like a sampler or something?
It's called Billy Winter. It is almost like a band sampler. It's by the Shepherd's Bush. It's kind of hard to see. The picture's not the greatest.
And it is on something is this even weave or linen? I can't tell.
This is linen. Joe's going to learn how to stitch on linen. I have a better chance of... Maybe we'll start you with something on even weave before you tackle that.
Oh, and then I got this thing. Which is basically like, how many stuff can I cram into one little thing?
This was her vacation thing because her last vacation was a retreat.
Yep. And it is the Swiss Army knife of needle pullers, of thread pullers for needles.
Needle threaders.
Whatever. I sneak in names. Then you open the zipper and you get ching, 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 ching. These little swan
Stork scissors.
that everywhere are pretty popular apparently. I see them like at every single stitching place we've ever been to as a pair of these scissors. And then I'll never need needles again. This makes 12 needles that this person is giving me.
Yay!
Thank you.
Thanks for my basket, honey.
I love you. My only problem is with this stuff is I usually feel bad because people are like, oh, I got the guy. I hope he likes it.
It's a little challenging for you, but I think reasonably well.
Yep. Oh, if you didn't want that necklace, I was going to put it in the little frame.
I was very jealous of this necklace. I like this necklace.
Okay, there you go. I'm not going to argue.
I mean,
I got one other thing.
What else did you get, honey?
You want to tell the funny story behind this?
Joe got a hand-dyed by the Silverback Farm bag. This is a 12 by 18-inch bag.
It's actually big enough to easily put in Light World because Light World has a lot of floss with it.
Normally, these bags sell for $25. The 12 by 18s are $25. Joe purchased his for sweeping and mopping the kitchen floor, unloading and loading the dishwasher.
I actually texted her, I was like, what do you want for this bag? Because money's kind of pointless.
It's not wrong.
We share an account.
He's not wrong. I got some fabric.
That to pause.
I need to pause. Okay. My friend Andrea was supposed to attend, but she was unable to due to life. So she sent me a box with some fabric she needed to destash to also help the fact that I didn't have a vendor at the retreat other than me. And I was kind of short on stuff.
Somebody was a busy little beaver, but we kind of moved in the middle of this.
And getting supplies has been tough with COVID. She did include some stuff she wanted to destash for the freebie table. But I claimed this.
Isn't she the one who gave you the other ones?
She gave me a Hirschner's kit with the plaid animals.
Yep. ICT.
Yes.
No wonder why Laura took it.
And fun fall stuff. Okay, so her destash. Joe got a piece of fabric. I gotta remember. I don't remember which one's in the pile.
The one you want. I think it's the one I grabbed.
That's a piece of 20 count Lugana. I think this might be the one you grabbed. No, you grabbed this one.
Yep, I knew it was a blue. Oh yeah, because this looks like a non-stormy version of what Dragons was on.
This is a 20. This is all Silk Weaver's fabric. This is a 25 count Jobelin. Yes, I need to take it out of the bag. You're not supposed to store your hand-dyed fabrics in plastic bags. It can cause discoloration. And then I got this that has fall leaves printed on it. What did you get from Andrea's destash?
I cannot pronounce that. Help.
Swigart. It's a Silk Weavers, so it's a Swigart.
Okay. Turbulence.
Turbulence, yes.
Which literally this pattern might be recognizable to some people.
Fabric.
It's like jackets. And it's pretty cool. I wonder how big is this actually?
Okay. I still have some fabric left from Andrea's destash.
Hi, dog.
And the dog is eating under Bill. I need to talk to her about what she wants to do with it, but there's a solid chance that I'm going to offer to either put it on the retreat page for sale or put it on my Hand-Dyed by the Silverback Farm as a consignment for her to get it destashed for her. Stay tuned. And then I also got a sweatshirt from the Crappy Event Center.
Crappy Event Center. Awesome sweater.
Awesome sweater. Beautiful building. Fantastic concept. Their execution sucked.
One of the most simplistic things they could have done, they didn't.
Communication.
Oh no, it's even more simplistic than that. there is where we are. We were basically underneath the larger event center, the two spaces they had. There was no soundproofing whatsoever, and it was a thin piece of metal between us and them, so the room shook when the other event got out the base. Like, we were all wondering if something was wrong with how loud their bass was.
Okay. Hall lasted longer than Whips. Sorry
We
about
did go
that.
to a retreat.
We did retreat. So, on to plans and announcements. Plans and announcements.
My plans, probably work on Zelda's Light World. I might actually start bouncing around, start getting a couple things kitted up. I'm thinking about joining your group.
My group.
Multiple Stitches.
Okay.
And I plan on finding somebody to FFO my two finishes so that we can show you. One of them will be really easy. We just have to raid her closet. Because I'm actually going to finish it the exact same way the cover has it.
Killing It is finished in a hoop, and I have a ton of hoops. So
I just want to put it on a hoop because I think that would look cool. And I actually did not think Killing It was that small. I think we'll kit up another small one I have and get that one done, but probably not in the next week.
Yeah.
Next week, I don't think I'm going to stitch much at all.
okay. So it's Norwal week at Daily 30.
What type of whale?
Norwal. Yes, it is.
That's the one with the really long sword
The
nose.
tusk coming out of its head. Yes.
It's a unicorn whale.
Vikings used to kill Norwals, cut the tusk off, and sell the tusk as a unicorn horn. There you go. Fun fact. Not part of this week's fun facts about Norwals, but fun fact.
That's a grizzly fact, actually.
Stitch on a whip with a mammal in the design. Okay, so I've gone back to putting down my various options for this, and when I get to that prompt, I'll stitch on whatever strikes me in this pile. Ouch, I just got my hair caught in my ring. Ouch.
Ow!
Okay. Stitch on a whip with mammal in the design. Shores has a mammal. Belle has a mammal. Raven Queen has a mammal.
We're mammals. I hate to break it to you people.
Because we're mammals. There's a dog on cardinal points. Lady with dog. Scenic Farm has some sheep, which are mammals. And then Pumpkin Farm has humans on it. So one of those will get stitched for it. Put stitches into a piece that has something in the design you would find in the north. As in, like, the Arctic Circle. As in, like, anything with snow on it. So, of course, Winter Fairy and Scenic Farm are options on this list, but also options on this list. Shores of Hawkran Hollow, because that is definitely a coastal New England style village.
Especially where I grew up, that was literally north.
Well, or Pacific Northwest, definitely
North something.
North, northern half of the continent coastal, because the nice rocky outcrops. Also found in the north would be the Statue of Liberty, so Lady of the Flag. There you go. Excuse me. Stitch on a whip with hair or rope in the design. Well,
half.
Anything with a person on it. Winter Fairy, Arwen and Argon. Shores of Hawkran Hollow has rope on the sails, rig on the ships.
Well, you could be stitching Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's bald.
True story. Belle, Raven Queen, Lady of the Flag technically depicts hair.
Also doesn't have rope on it?
No, she does not have rope on her flag.
I thought she had it around her waist.
No.
Okay, I thought that was rope.
No. Lady with dog. Not only does she have hair and the dog have hair, she's got a rope with a dog leash. Or pumpkin farm. They all have hair. Okay. Basically. Put stitches into a whip that has a long, narrow object depicted in the design. The borders on Winter Ferry are narrow banners. Shores, we have sail ship masts. We have the lovely narrow border. One Nation, the borders are long, narrow objects. The stems on the roses and bell. Knee high, the corn stalks. Cardinal points, again, the borders. Lady of the flag, her flagpole. A scenic farm, those trees. Home for Christmas has some long, narrow vining on it. Pumpkin farm has vines. It has a stake on the sign. And then Stitcher's Heart, it's got the long, narrow scissors. It's got a... Yes.
Lady with dog.
I did forget that. She is a long, narrow object.
So's the dog!
Yes. And then colors. Blue, gray, blue, black, malted gray, or all white. Nearly all white. One Nation. That's a white. My stars are white on One Nation.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably going to be the easiest. I mean, I realize I could do... I probably could come up with something for... But 300 stitches would be easiest on One Nation. So that's probably what I'm going to do it on. Actually, that is what I'm going to do it on because I didn't put anything else down because I was like, oh, One Nation. All white. The stars are white. That'll be easy stitches.
I love you.
Going for the softball on that one. Let's be fair. I may go for the softball on a couple of these this week because I haven't even started this week's stitches because I am a little bit behind.
Rest and relax. Focus on your stitching, young one.
Can I have that in English?
You, no work, I'll stitch.
Oh no, I have to work. I have some orders. Okay, so that is plans for the week. I don't have any announcements because we don't know what's going on with next year's retreat.
The announcements are, we are currently in a holding pattern because we had issues.
The announcements are, hold please.
At least you don't have to listen to elevator music.
True story.
God. One of the biggest companies we deal with at my job, their hold music, they have had the same hold music for all 13 years I've had my job. I have actually said, could you please get new music? Could you please have silence? The Jeopardy do 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 would be better than the crappy music they play.
So that's been our stitchy week. The retreat was very low key. We talked about it.
It will always be low key.
It will always be low key. I like low key sit and stitch retreats.
If you would like to go to a big fancy hoorah rowdy, that's
I
plenty
have
for you to choose from.
nothing against retreats that have classes and all kinds of activities. We did play, well, I told you we played the left-right game with the ornaments, and we played a game where we unwrapped the saran wrap, where they unwrapped a saran wrap ball with floss in it.
I excuse myself from the game because I cheat.
I truly do like just sitting and stitching and chatting, and that's my kind of retreat. If you like the other kinds of retreats where you're doing an expo class or something like that,
Or there's enough people in there to start a small war,
you rock on because
you do you.
You do you.
I do me. Right?
I know exactly, and that's why I'm hosting the kind of retreat that I like. Because it seems like more and more retreats are getting to having classes. And again, nothing against that. It's just not what I like. So I said, well, I'm going to host a retreat with what I like. And
Oh,
if
we
people
might
come,
have
people come.
classes eventually, but they will always be options.
Yep.
She's talking about included with the original price tag classes.
Yes. So.
God knows I can't go to those.
Yes. So that's been our Stitchy Week this week. What do we want the people to do?
Like the video, comment below. Let us know what type of retreat you like to go to, if any. Or are you just, I don't want to go to a retreat at all? And insert reasons why below.
Yeah, if retreats are interesting, I'd like to know why. Because, well,
even if you like small or big retreats, I'd like to know why.
Well, I mean, some people are like, I don't like retreats because there's just too many people and or they're cliquish, or let me know why if you don't like retreats, because maybe maybe we can offer you a solution.
50 people max will always be the rule. I am not juggling more than 50 people at once.
I can't wrangle that many monkeys.
Nope, I'm not in the mood to herd that many cats. I'm out of tuna.
Yes. We'll see you next week.
Bye!